vendors, so like Smart and Final, you can't pay with your credit card in Smart and Final, that's Smart. You need to see, just like we can't buy office supplies at Staples, we have to buy them off of the. So there's just a different rating that goes to the specific vendor.
So. Touch it.
Oh, whatever. Oh, I put them under A. Oh, okay.
You know what? A is right next to Saturday,
Yeah.
and I did this. I picked up both tests. I was freaking out, like, okay. I used to mention this time.
No.
You know what it's like.
No, you didn't like.
Because I couldn't find, and I went to the shop, I could only find 14. I didn't find the shop. All right, Judge Jones.
Hi.
Got a maid.
Yeah, it is, it's really. Okay, well, where the hell is everybody? Oh my gosh, I hope this is not another thing where people,
Good night.
good night, bye. Let me just see if there's anybody, let's check with my child, because he said he was gonna come. Dolores was gonna come.
That teaches us all what we need to do to
Protect
protect
ourselves, exactly, exactly, Donna.
if you live in Lakeland especially.
Yeah, Lake City, yeah,
Or
yeah, whatever, somewhere
with the
in
lake.
Florida. Oh. So let's just see if we get one more person. This is what happened last time. It was just me and Green, I think. Oh, he's walking over. Okay, well, there you go. Dakota.
That was the weekend I went to Atlanta. When you guys had the last meeting
Oh, yes.
in November.
Yeah, yeah, you were right. Yeah. So we'll just wait till. I just want to see if there's anybody. Let me ask Green. And I gave the thing to Laura last week and she forgot
You went to post?
last night. I mean, I sent it last night. I didn't see it. I was like, did you use the, oh, I put it in the queue. Okay. Unless it's planning
Day
and zoning.
before, the morning, 2 hours before, whatever.
Well, I was supposed to be done, at least on Friday. You gotta get people, that's when she has to have it turned in, so. Everybody a couple more minutes. Plus.
At some point, they were talking about getting more trees in 25th Street. Because a lot of people's houses face the other direction, so they really. I mean, other than the gardener mowing the lawn, they don't really think of that as their property.
Oh, wow. On 25th?
Yeah. I mean, Noel is too beautiful,
Noel has everything. Noel rivals Central Park on foliage.
And he's got a crazy dog. His daughter's dog is named Miles, who gets out. And
Yeah, we caught him one time.
Yeah. And he'll run around, run up to you barking at you. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
I have met mine.
Oh, yeah. He's crazy.
Let's try to bring him home.
Yeah, we tried to get him. Oh, he loves James.
He loves it.
One dog, he ran to your house one day.
Don't tell Omar. Tell him, if you see any dogs, you tell him to go home and give him 10, 15 cents.
They do, every dog walks by your house, they just
Stop.
You smell,
We have.
well, also your brother used to about dog balls, dog trees.
Yeah.
My dog goes like.
Where's the tree?
We have a bag of, and he'd laugh, he'd go. Well,
He was giving
so that was the other thing. And. We need a Christmas tree in the park.
in the main
Yeah,
part,
so I wonder we should, I guess we'll put the Fourth Street for that.
what, for them to plant something?
Yeah, we want the kids to decorate the tree.
They managed to.
We don't have a tree, so I just realized they say it.
Does anybody else
So
do?
Fourth Street.
And is it able to be lit up?
They decided to walk.
So they did.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where anybody is.
How are you doing?
I'm all right, how you doing?
Don't know where anybody is, so we're gonna go ahead and get
Remember
started.
Jackie's decorated by Chicago. City Park did that.
Okay.
And we did her sidewalks.
Yeah.
And she got a park meeting.
Sure. Yeah, all that.
Okay, everybody, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the pre-committee meeting today. Let me pull up the agenda really quick. I went out late today, so we're this So maybe that's why we don't have many people here. Let me show the agenda. Okay, so. Welcome. We're gonna call the meeting to order. We're gonna take general public comments. We're gonna talk about the post tree event planting that we did at 6th Avenue Elementary School. We're gonna talk about the cages on Washington Boulevard. And then about the master greening plan that UNNC is going to do. So does anybody have any general public comments?
Not I.
No, I don't, I think it's too early for the park activities and coffee with a cop. We could,
Oh, when are we gonna be doing that?
okay, two things coming up in March on the 29th. There are there's the activity here in the park that will celebrate the holiday Easter
Okay,
egg hunt, and West Adams Avenue is definitely supporting it, and hopefully some other organizations, and from 10 to 12 on the 29th. And then we're also doing on the 16th of April, sure, I have it right, something we did 2 years ago, and that is coffee with a cop in Benny Potty Park.
oh, okay, I didn't, is James working with you on that? Oh, okay, he said the same thing to you? Yeah, I was like, no, I know he went on a drive thing with,
Yeah,
so.
well, I wrote to him and said it's time for us to try it again. I think it'll be a lot of fun and have some city services. I'm sure street lighting will not show up. And showing up pretty. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna do that.
Corinne said that she's trying to log in. Let's just hope that this link is the right one. Working floor. So, okay, so. The 6th Avenue tree planting, after we did that in October, I did in November share it with the governing board, but I don't know if you've seen, we put up a little video done. Have you seen the video?
No.
Have you seen the video?
Please share.
Okay.
I'm Amy Schulenberg with LA Sanitation and Environment, and we're proudly here today for our Belief in Equity grant, which was funded through the U.S. Forest Service. And our project is focusing on schools that are in low canopy communities. So we're shading around the perimeter of schools and the routes families walk to school. It's really important to bring extra trees to communities that have been historically disinvested and have lower shade equity than other communities in the city. Our grant here today was able to cut out the concrete between the sidewalk and the curb so we can make tree wells to plant trees and water them until they're established. And it gives us the opportunity to green the hardest to plant areas where there was always concrete corridors. We're making them green corridors now.
event is very important to not just me, but my kid and my family and everybody that goes to 6th Ave because it's going to provide a lot of shade that these kids need. As you can see, the inside's still pretty much asphalt, so we're trying to change that in the long run. But right now, this is a great starting point. So this is why it's so important for the community to get more of a tree canopy.
And Rose,
Cute.
yeah, and Rosie
She
went
was at
to,
our meeting.
yeah, she went to that school when she was a little girl, Rosie Brown.
Okay, yeah, that was big for her.
Yeah, so for her to come back and to be able to plant around there. Hey, Corinne.
Hi, Teresa.
Oh, sorry, we were, I was showing the committee the video. They hadn't seen it
Yeah.
That's great. I like it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes, that's great.
Share it with a different community meetings, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things I had in our.
I can sit across the street now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited.
So that was one of the, besides just showing that video, do we want to try to do more or another tree planting this year? And I know there are a lot of things going on. The neighborhood council is also working on a greening plan, a master greening that was also on the agenda, but I just want to get some feedback. What do you think about doing another tree?
I think it was very successful.
I agree.
We definitely
Yeah.
saw that. And people, they can live half a block from the site where it happened. They showed up, they were excited. They're not involved in much, but they can be, when they come in, we can share things, other things happen
Mm-hmm.
in the community. I thought it was wonderful. The
Yeah.
people who came, it was heavily attended as far as I could see.
Yeah.
We were busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, all of our trees gone by the end of it.
Right.
Yeah.
People came from across the neighborhood. I think it was successful.
And a lot of them just in walking distance.
Yeah,
So it was
it was just for
Important to
Jefferson
that.
Park,
community,
Yeah.
really good.
so maybe we'll,
I think it's wonderful, honestly.
and the fruit, because next time, I mean, that's something that South LA Tree Coalition funded. But maybe we can get the neighborhood council to fund a fruit tree giveaway.
I think they should.
Yeah, and make it part of, it's too late to do it coffee with the cup, but if there's something else, then we can do it. Also, Leslie Shaw Park is having their 10th anniversary on the cleanup that they did. That's February 21st, and UNNC is gonna have a table there, and Laura asked if the tree committee wanted to have a flyer, or if one of us want to be there to help,
Talk
support,
about
yeah.
things.
So I told her I tried to come up with the flyer. I was gonna try to have it so I could share it with the committee, but I didn't, so. We don't have a flyer, but I'm gonna try to come
Yeah,
up
plenty
with
of
the
time
flyer.
to get to at that point.
Yeah,
I think it's excellent. People need to be informed. And on things that will benefit their quality of life.
I agree.
And having trees. That giveaway was very popular.
mhm,
And a lot of people couldn't believe that people were actually giving them a tree to take, and there are people who understand and want. I don't know what their living circumstances were, but they were gonna plant them.
yeah.
Mhm.
And a lot of them were semi-dwarf trees, which means they could have planted in a
Yes,
large
yeah.
container, so you didn't have to put them in your yard. It was, I think, being able to sustain people with food and not just help them have
I think
an
trees,
environment,
plantings,
Yeah.
little plantlets,
mm,
all kinds of things people wanted.
mhm,
They really, because they come from families that are accustomed to tending.
mhm.
being out in the yard, growing food,
Mm-hmm.
taking care of a tree.
Yeah, okay, so
I
that's,
think that's a great idea,
okay.
and I'm always, you know, willing to participate.
Oh, thank you. Green, any thoughts on that? You came too, right?
Yeah, that actually was fun too. I
Yeah.
like the youth just got in there and started working. I love that. And then I'm wondering if it's going to be a tradition every year, like following up on all the locations a year later, how they're doing, how they're thriving. Because I you did mention they were going to take care of those trees for 3 years, right? The school was.
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
So KYCC has a contract with LA Sand to water and maintain the trees for 3 years. The best practice is 5 years. So what we're hoping after that is that the school will assign each tree to a class. And that class will then take over that tree and water it and for the next couple of years.
Oh, that's
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many incentives that can be given to the school if their trees are, you know, if they do it, you
Yeah.
know, it doesn't have to be, they're not
I do
arborists.
have a question, Teresa. How does a site get chosen? Because I started noticing around our catchment area that, yeah, we have very short on tree planting, especially with all the construction of the new apartment buildings. They're not planting trees in front of these buildings. And I'm like, I know that that's part of what they advocate in our council, but how does
Yeah.
it get selected? And
Well, in
more
that
like-
case, it was LA Sand. They had a grant called Belief in Equity, and it was to plant around schools or nearby schools. So as people were walking to school, they could be shaded. So it was a specific grant. And Karina, I'm gonna come back to your question because I do have another update. On 21st Street, 21st and Gramercy, you know, at 23rd, when you go across the bridge there's a school right there. At 21st, and you guys might know this, is where the Marvin Gaye house is, there's an area right adjacent to the 10. They actually have bump outs. And you may remember, Corinne, that Chris Carlson, a few years ago, Western Heights asked the neighborhood council for some funding to remove the trees there. Well, I just talked to LA Sand, and I'm gonna be meeting with them on Thursday to try to see if they have money to plant in those locations. And she thinks because it's so close to the school, that they can squeeze it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so those 8 sites, we'll probably be able to have them plant those sites. So, you know, because of Executive Directive 1, developers, if they're creating affordable housing, can kind of circumvent all of the established tree planting requirements. They no longer have to do that. So I don't know about those buildings in Harvard Heights. But if you think they're tree wells, they're it's like along the parkway, Corinne, that there aren't any trees.
Yeah, well, it's on Harvard. It's a little bit past our district area, I was noticing, but like past Pico and Harvard, past Pico and further down, I know it pertains probably to District 1, but I've noticed all these developments of apartment buildings around the Berendo area and everything, and there are no planting of trees on the sidewalks. And then and I don't know, there's been a lot of also apartment buildings around Adams area, like Adams, like past Arlington. I don't see too many trees there either.
Past Arlington.
Okay, Arlington and Adams.
Is that
They
going
start going
east?
westbound.
Is that going east, like
Going west.
going west toward us?
Yeah, I haven't seen like it was like Arlington and Adams. Or was it Jefferson? Around that area.
Yeah, it can't be
Yeah,
Adams.
yeah, I don't think it's Adams, but it could be Jefferson.
Teresa would definitely be on it. And I would be right behind her. No, I think it must be Jefferson.
I
Yeah,
think it's
We're doing
Jefferson.
a
You're
lot of
right. You're right. Jefferson. Yes, yes.
so one of the things that we kind of started working on, Karina, I'm not sure if you were here, months ago when we started this, was to do to pick a corridor. We started off with Washington because they have all the metal cages and they have to be removed in order for UFD to put new trees in. So we thought it'd be an easy project just to do that. And then from there, go to Jefferson. But there's so many areas where we have empty tree wells. It's just a process for us to try to identify all of them and then try to get funding. The city won't let us plant a tree, anybody, unless we can guarantee that we'll water it for 3 years. So even if you do it in front of your house, you have to sign, it's called, it's a document that say that you will water it for 3 years while it's being established. So for an organization to do it, they have to be able to guarantee that. So it's, I haven't figured out. Right now, I think I'm just trying to get rid of those cages, and I want to take pictures of all of them. We already made some, we've already documented them, but now I want to go back and take pictures of them and then figure out if we can do it in stages to get rid of the cages. So that will, when I get a little further along in that project, we'll come back to the committee to talk about it. That was also on the agenda too.
Does KYCC have a program that they plant and take care of?
No, they do it based on getting grants. So they have applied for a grant to do some planting on exposition. From exposition, I don't know, I don't know, I want to say like Wellington, but all the way down to the 110. So they haven't got it yet. It's from California Natural Resource Agency. And they're on the second level of that. So when they get that, when they come through the part that's our neighborhood council, they're gonna let me know how many trees, so we can talk about which trees we want, because I said I'd like to first have native trees if we can, depending on the tree well size.
Good.
Hi there, iPhone participant. Welcome. So that's how they operate, by getting grants. So the next thing on the agenda is this master green plan. Corrine, has Caesar talked a little bit about it at the board meeting? No?
Not that I recall.
Okay. So I guess through Recreation and Parks, the new chairperson at Caesar Garcia, he's trying to develop a master green plan for the neighborhood council. And the councilwoman has identified some areas where there could be pocket parks. And I guess one is at 29th and Expo Place. Somewhere back there, and then also the green alley the alley along there, and I don't know. Anyway, during the Leslie Shaw event, he's also going to be have a table with some big maps, and the community can come out and mark where they would like to see a park or turn an alley into a green alley or things like that, and try to get some funding through different organizations to turn it into, more green space. So
Is he concentrating on our district only, or?
just neighborhood, just UNNC.
UNNC?
Yeah.
That's good.
But one of the areas that I will talk about is along the 10 back here, because certainly we could do some bump outs, or, that could be green.
Sure.
There's an area back here, Karina, I don't know if you know, behind the park, there's
23rd Street.
23rd Street, there are a few cars that park there, and it's adjacent to the 10. So that would be a great place for us to get some big trees to kind of alleviate some of the heat that comes off of the 10. So I'm gonna support that. So I don't know, that's February the 21st. If you guys want to stop by Leslie Shaw and mark the map, he's gonna have a big map.
Okay.
Where you can, or let me know if you think of some other places where we want to see a park or some green space. I'm not quite sure. He's kind of getting it off the ground, so it's not
Okay.
fully fledged or anything yet. Have you heard about that, the event there?
I think somebody is it the new board member who had he was on the video with his child. He's trying to
Yeah,
create
that's Caesar.
That's
Yeah.
Caesar. Okay, yes, yes. He's mentioned a little bit of what he's working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a governing board coming up next week. So I think he's gonna share a little bit more.
Oh, okay. And who's ever, I think Sandra Pruitt is the one who's planning the event. I don't know.
Okay.
She's on the board too, so.
Yeah.
And that's all I have. So the other old business was to talk about Gramercy and 21st, and the fact that we're gonna get some.
Oh, the
trees there.
opportunity to do the bump house.
Yeah,
Cause the trees weren't good. I remember she said something.
yes, and I don't know what happened. I think Western Heights Association planted them.
I know
And-
they did.
And
I
they
remember.
did not get good quality trees, or they did not take care of them. And when they went to remove them, the trees had stayed in this area. The roots hadn't extended out at all. They had been there for 10 years
Yeah.
and they had never left this little space. So
Is it soil or?
Just the way they put them in there.
I just think, yeah, they were probably already root bound.
Yeah, and then not, yeah.
And then I don't know if they took care of the soil before they put them in. I don't know what happened. But the good thing is, experts will be doing it
Opportunity.
and hopefully, I'll let you guys know, that LA Sand will be able to contract that out and water it. And then after that, we'll try to tell Western Heights, they have to
Participate.
yeah, that, maybe we can have a little party there too. I don't know when they're gonna do it. That'd be another time to have an event.
It's like 23rd Street. It's next to the freeway. It is not a lot of traffic. It's a great place for that.
Yeah, and I think the people across the houses there, because they're all facing, they wanted to have some really big trees, but those, I don't know. We'll find out from LA Sam because they bring their the arborists, the experts to know what
Can go there.
could go in that size. But they really wanted some big shade trees to help them and also with the noise, because having the trees reduces the noise, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's no sense, I have nothing else. Anybody wanna say anything? Corinne, I'm so glad you came.
Thank you. Yes, I was just thinking about maybe April. Is April considered Earth Day? Is there any events coming up for that? Any?
We're not having one, and actually to do an Earth Day event is a great idea. It needs to start like now for next year. It is
A major
a major undertaking, but that would be a great thing to do at Benny Potter Park, because it's such a big park, to plan next year's 2027 Earth Day. We could do a fruit tree giveaway.
Yeah.
Regular, private property trees. We can have some vendors, but that's something we'd have to start thinking about now.
Yeah, because that's a good space for it.
Yeah. Benny Potter Park.
Nice, quiet, not a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and the capacity there is great. You can have all kind of vendors and,
Yeah, all around the park.
yeah.
Close it off.
I just thought about this, Teresa. I know sometimes when we have these nice events, it doesn't get shared too much. Sometimes they're spread out in our community. Have they ever UNC history done where they put like posters or anything to showcase of an event? Like maybe if that were to be it, how they post them on the poles, telephone poles and stuff like that to say this event.
Well, I know for the fruit tree giveaway, the Roots and Fruits, that's what KYCC did. They actually taped them to some of the telephone poles. And I went out with them to do canvassing along Jefferson to all of the vendors there, the store owners, to let them know, one, that the streets are going to be blocked off, but also that we're having a fruit tree giveaway. Yeah, that's why it would be great if not saying I want to commit to that, but if we decided to do Earth Day 2027 to get Hunter involved and he could design the flyers, you know, to get all the different committees within UNNC to work together to do a big event.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
we could have this emergency preparedness.
I was thinking like a table there too. Yeah, like all the different committees within UNNC could have a table so they know that
Yeah.
it's all part of that and then how to join and it's sponsored by UNNC and people will get to know what UNNC is spreading more the word, but something visual like posters, you know.
Yeah. Or some big banners or something.
Right, exactly. I've never seen that before. So I'm just wondering if we ever had, if the history of UNNC, if they've ever done that before, where they've had banners and big posters.
I don't think so, but
What UNNC did before was along Adams, they closed Adams from Arlington to, I think, 6th, or was it? It wasn't Crenshaw, but 6th Avenue all the way to Arlington. And they had stages, they had activities.
really,
Yeah,
Really?
way back when Guy Lemus was involved, and we had like
was it her
community unity. It was called Community Unity. We
Oh,
did entire street with all kinds of activities. It was really nice too.
Oh, wow.
All kinds of
okay.
churches participated, and other neighborhood councils had
Oh,
entertainment. It was big. Very good and very nice.
Do you remember what time of year that was?
I'm gonna say it wasn't summer, it was spring,
Spring.
probably April, May,
Mhm.
because the weather's usually so nice.
Mhm.
You can count on it,
Mhm.
and the days are long.
Okay.
So it was, yeah,
okay.
I remember it was called Community Unity. It took months to plan,
Yeah.
and we met at Math and Science. It was still the church then.
Mhm.
We met there and had different leadership from different areas. It was very nice.
Okay.
So it shows that it can be done. If
It can
somebody
be done.
Yeah.
step
And it
up.
could be a spring and it could be tied in with the tree committee, Earth Day. It's
Yeah,
still
all of
the
that.
unity of the neighborhood. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're just thinking out of the box. Next year.
And you know, with each of the neighborhood councils that represent the 10, they could come together and everybody focus on something.
Yeah.
That makes the community unity. It's not one group only. It's not so hard. There you go.
Yes.
Many hands make light.
Yes, made it easy.
Okay, well, it's something I'll keep in mind, Corinne, and I'll mention to the other committees to see if we can start brainstorming, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Maybe it's something I can mention at general public comments, or no, I have to give her, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it this meeting, neighborhood council meeting, but I could say this is something that the tree committee is thinking about. And then at
There's also another meeting in February with UNC for the retreat. There's like a
Oh, yeah.
retreat meeting that where everybody is in person and they could join, maybe something like that. Could be
Yeah.
brought up while the committee members are there in person.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Okay, all right, well, thank you, Corinne.
Okay, thank you.
And anybody have anything else? No? Okay, well then I'm gonna adjourn the meeting and I'll
Okay.
see you soon, Corinne. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good
Thanks,
night, Corinne.
everybody.
Good
Good night.
Okay.